So back in September 2022, Ethereum went through an upgrade called the Merge.
Divert! What the? Divert!
So essentially, the Merge is a new beginning for Ethereum because it moved from a proof of work model to a proof of stake model, which came with many benefits like reducing energy consumption by 99% because there was no more need for miners, and it also brought down the cost of GPUs for gamers who were really pissed because miners were buying up all the GPU in the market, sending prices really high. But the Merge was only the first step to the revamp of Ethereum because way before the Merge, there were people who staked Ethereum on the Beacon chain, which was something like the testnet for the proof of work model. And basically, a testnet is like a testing phase for developers to try out different applications, different protocols, and all that tech stuff to ensure that the network is stable, secure, and fit for use before pushing it into mainnet where public are able to use it. But there was a problem with Ethereum way before the Merge, and that was because people were staking their ETH to pledge allegiance in supporting the network from the move of proof of work to proof of stake. And there were people like me who were staking Ethereum on centralized exchanges for 4 to 5% yields. And if you have seen terms like flying around like BETH, that is kind of what it is like. So basically, with a centralized exchange, you're able to stake Ethereum, and in return they give you a token called BETH or Ethereum 2, and you're able to sell that token for Ethereum, but if you don't sell it, you continue getting your yields. And then there's another group of people who run their own validators and stake 32 ETH to become a validator to process transactions, create new blocks, and these guys have their Ethereum block for quite a long period of time. In fact, if you have staked 32 ETH when Beacon Chain was launched back in December 2020, your Ethereum was locked for almost 2 years, which in crypto timeline is a very, very long time.
Almost a lifetime.
So right now, if you were to check the smart contract for the Beacon chain, there is more than 16 million Ethereum locked in the validator smart contract, which is worth $25 billion at the time of recording, which is a lot of money. And this brings us to the current time in February 2023, when this video is being recorded right now. So in March 2023, or 1 month from now, which is the estimated time Shanghai upgrade will be rolled out, validators will be able to start withdrawing their Ethereums from the smart contract. So the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade brings about 4 major upgrades or 4 EPIs or Ethereum Improvement Program. So we have EPI 4895, which allows the withdrawals of Ethereum that were locked in the smart contract. We have EPI 3860, which is a limit and meter init code. We have EPI 3855, a push zero instruction, and we have EPI 3651, which is warm Coinbase. If you're interested in the technical backend, I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can geek out with all that tech stuff. So the EPI that we're interested about or we want to talk about today is EPI 4895, which I personally feel will affect Ethereum holders the most because there are 2 things that can happen when this EPI takes place. The first scenario that can happen is the Ethereum price starts to dump because of the unlocking of withdrawals.
Stop it!
So those that have staked Ethereum back in December 2020, the price of Ethereum was roughly $600 US, which means even at today's prices, most of those that bought Ethereum and staked it are already in profit just from the price movement, but they also benefited from the POS rewards. So from a rough estimation of 32 ETH for a validator with a 4% POS rewards across 2 years, this would mean that they have gotten roughly 2.66 Ethereum or roughly $3,000 in today's prices. And since they are already in profit, some of them might decide to take even more profit from that 34.66 Ethereum that they have gotten, which is roughly $55,000, which is a good sum of money to have in current market situations. And when people start to take profit from all this unlocking, the price tends to fall, which can lead to a dump.
What? Sell? Dump it now! Dump it all!
However, the next scenario here is that Ethereum can start to pump in prices because of the unlocking of withdrawals. So I've been doing POS tokens for a while, and some of them do have instant withdrawals, some of them like CRO have a 7 to 28 unlocking day period. So when the Ethereum unlocks the withdrawal, users like us will now have a choice to decide whether we want to put our money in ETH or we want to remove them from the validator, and this gives us more control of what we can do with our money.
I need control!
So now people who have Ethereum can stake and remove their funds anytime, giving them liquidity and to take advantage to leave their ETH to earn some yields while waiting for good price entries. So this might encourage more people to start staking, which means more people might start to buy ETH. And when Ethereum implemented the burn in the London upgrade, this has also made Ethereum a deflationary asset because the minting of Ethereum is a lot slower now than the burning process, thanks to EIP 1559, which was introduced in August 2021. So at the current rate today, Ethereum emissions are at -2 ETH per minute, which means that every minute today, 2 Ethereum is taken out of circulation, which is great news for us. And with this new upgrade coming in, there will be a lot of scammers who will unfortunately try all means and ways to get your funds out of your hands. So similar to when the merge happened, there were phishing emails sent to victims saying that you need to send ETH to an address to receive ETH2 prior to the merge. However, with all the upgrade that Ethereum is having right now, there is no need for you or me as Ethereum holders to do anything because on the user side, nothing much really changes for us. But all the changes that's happening takes place in the backend. So right now, I've been holding ETH for quite a while and I do have a small position that I'm doing liquid staking because I do not have 32 ETH for a validator right now. So in liquid staking, you do get a receipt token which gains in value same as the yield that a validator does, but the advantage here is that you can get liquidity, meaning you can sell your receipt token at any point in time and receive back Ethereum. So I've been using Lido Finance, so for every ETH I deposit into Lido, I get 1 ST ETH or staked ETH. And this can be used to redeem my ETH at any point in time. But as a word of precaution, for all these DeFi protocols, there are vulnerabilities like smart contract vulnerabilities, loopholes, hacks that can happen, and these are some risks that you have to decide if you can accept that. So this brings us to today's video. Dropping us a like on the channel will help us a lot. Subscribe and turn on the notifications if you haven't. And as always, stay safe, invest safe, and I'll see you in the next one.